Well, we've always used Ideal for all of our asbestos work and the 6-month reinspection. We also use Ideal to do our training for asbestos awareness every summer with all of our short-term employees. So it was only natural that we use them also to do our training for floor tile. And we've trained all of our staff in the day-and-a-half program. You can do the floor tile removal with just a one-day training, but to do the paperwork you need the day-and-a-half training. So we make sure all of our custodial maintenance people go through that. Typically we set that up over winter break so it doesn't interfere with summertime, and it's kind of a good time for the staff, custodial staff, to get together too. And we usually treat them a little bit nicer and provide lunch and things like that. So, and they also feel a little bit special because we provide a lot of staff development for all of our certified teachers. They view this as staff development for the custodial staff. Well, we started the training primarily to do floor tile replacement. We've got 3 different buildings in our school district. Central is the building we started with, and it's about 50,000 square feet. So we knew it was going to be a big project. We started and we've completed that over 2 summers. About 25,000 square feet per summer is what we've figured out that we can do comfortably and still do all of our other custodial work. We do hire quite a bit of outside custodial work during the summer, some part-time teachers, etc., college students to help us do the work. But we have aggressively worked on floor tile throughout the entire district. We've replaced all the floor tile in one building, about half of another building, and we're in the process of continuing that work. We've got several buildings that need a lot of replacement. One particular has been flooded twice by flood, and it's on the slate to be done probably next summer. In the beginning, I think our custodial staff was a little bit apprehensive to get started. One of the things that really helped is to go through the training, and Ideal was real helpful working with us in the very beginning, because when we first started the project, it's the first time that our custodial staff had undertaken that. And that's probably about 5 years ago that we've done that. But if you talk to any of them now, they feel real comfortable starting the project or any type of a project. And it's really helped because we've had some major projects in certain buildings, but we've also got every custodian in the district trained to replace floor tile. So when we have a loose one or two or a small area anymore, they can replace that without having to call the maintenance staff. In fact, we've got a lot of people who would prefer to work on the removal of the floor tile than do the regular cleaning because it's not quite so strenuous. There's some time involvement and there's some cleanup there, but it's not any harder than any other jobs that we have during the summer. Like I say, it's even easier than some of the jobs. Central School with 50,000 square feet, it would have cost us about $350,000 to remove it and to replace the floor tile. And depending upon your contract with your local labor unions and etc., we save basically a third of that by doing it ourselves. We also work real closely with our local lumber yard. They came in, especially in the very beginning, because again our crew was a little bit apprehensive on laying some floor tile, but they came in the very beginning, helped us lay out several classrooms and showed them how to get started. Again, at this point every custodian feels real comfortable laying floor tile too. It's a little bit more tedious. It's easy to do when you get started, but when you have to do all the cutting around the outside edge, it's kind of some tedious work, and some people would prefer to lay the flat tile, not do the trimming, and we've got some people that prefer the trimming too. So it's worked out real well. The only thing that we bought was the HEPA vac and the infrared heater. And there's a number of options there. We ended up purchasing a used one, I think for roughly $3,000. You can go from renting, and Ideal provides that where you can rent if you're just going to do a room or two, or to buy used ones, and there's some warranties that come with that, or buy a brand new one, and those prices vary on the type of products you buy. But we bought a used one about 5 years ago. It has more than paid for itself basically in the first year. We have had not any problems with it whatsoever. We've even had occasions when we needed to do work a little bit quicker. In addition to the one that we own, we've also rented a second machine through Ideal just to speed up the process, which is an option too. And one of the things I'd like to remind the superintendents out there that you can use health, life, safety funds to do this. You can also use your tort fund, and if you're lucky enough, as we are, to have some TIF money, you can use the TIF funds from the district. You can also use the countywide sales tax if you're lucky enough to have passed those in the area.